This is News 6 Tonight.
Hey there, friends. Happy Thursday. Welcome to News 6 Tonight. I'm Lauren Melendez, and for Ginger Gatson alongside the Matt Austin.
Matt Austin.
Matt Austin.
Yeah, there's a Power Ranger and there's a Bull Rider.
Okay.
If you ever Google Matt Austin, you better throw Orlando in there if you want to get any sight of me. I'm just one of many. But good to have you on the show again tonight.
Thank you. Good to hear your voice coming back.
Glad you're here. Yeah, the voice is still a little nasally.
I can't hear it. I like it.
Good.
So
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Another busy day for us.
Yeah, we've got a lot going on, and something that just recently happened here. Melbourne police ended the manhunt that started when 24-year-old Eric Jerry escaped. He was a prisoner. Here's a look at the guy. Nice work, DJ. He has been on the run since last night. We told you about this. Officers arrested this guy. He had an outstanding warrant, found him at a convenience store, and then he said he was having a health episode.
Right.
Somehow was still handcuffed.
Yeah, so they arrested him. Well, they arrested him on the warrant. He was having a health issue, and so they tried to take him to a hospital, Orlando Health Melbourne Hospital, and then that is where, before they were able to get him in the building, guy gets out of the handcuffs.
Heads to the woods.
We have no idea how this happened. In fact, Tylisa Hampton had been covering this for us today, and she asked the question we all wanted to know: how does your office handle this? Like, what could you have done better? They kind of skirted around it, if I'm being honest. I mean, he said, look, there's always an opportunity to go back and look at how things happen, but there was no real explanation for how he got out of them. And yeah, like you said, he's at large, he's in the woods somewhere, or maybe not. But the big thing is, if you see him, don't approach him. They did say, despite the fact that he attacked their officers, they don't believe he's a threat to the public. That shocked me. But that is their words. It's from Melbourne Police. So if you see Eric Jordan Jerry, 24-year-old, call 911, call FDLE, call Melbourne Police, somebody.
Right.
Yeah.
So it sounds like they got him though.
Yeah.
So
sorry. I'm like going backwards in time. Yeah.
It's all good.
Goodness, yeah.
So fortunately, you don't have to worry about him anymore. And he had a short stint with greatness. 1 day of escape from police. I want to get to this weather here.
All right, let's talk about it. It's been dry.
Yeah.
Were you making fun of your hands earlier? I think we all need a little moisture. We need more rain, though.
I could cut this desk in half with this hand. It's so gross and scaly.
That is quite the imagery, Matt.
It is. It's nasty.
Well, let's get to our friend Jonathan Keggett, because maybe he can help you out.
You got some moisturizer or something? How are you going to help me, John?
I was going to say, man, this isn't a CVS or anything like that. No, this is the weather forecast. No, we need some rain, guys. You guys have been talking about it. Every Thursday, we get the drought monitor, and it came out today, and it showed, I mean, we could have predicted this, but it's just kind of jarring when you see that much red on the map. Now, that red indicates an extreme drought. That is almost half of Florida included in that extreme drought category. Like, we are leaps and bounds ahead of where we were last year at this time. So we need to get some rain in here, and we need to get it fast. I do think we're going to have the opportunity to do that. It's going to come on Sunday. I think the most widespread rain comes Sunday. I'm optimistic that most of that rain comes on the other side of the Daytona 500. Okay, we are going to be watching for a few showers to sneak in here, but I think most of what you see on your screen right there comes after the race and then to the first part of Monday. A half inch of rain, give or take, is not going to bust the drought, but we will take it because it has been quite some time, guys, since we've had that much rain in parts of Central Florida.
Yeah, that was my biggest question. Well, what is this, just literally, no pun intended, a drop in the bucket?
Yes, pretty much. We're running about 3 inches below normal for the year so far, give or take.
That's what I was going to ask you. So if we got 3 inches, we would be back okay. But the thing is, like, we could get that in a couple hours if the right storm came through.
Back to normal in terms of the rainfall, but normal and rainfall, and then actually with the grounds absorbing and things like that, those are two different things. So even if it got 3 inches of rain, it wouldn't eradicate the drought. It would still take some time to do that. And more often than not, we're not going to get 3 inches of rain at this juncture because we need the summer instability and stuff to get those storms really pumping to drop the heavy rain. So if it was June, heck yeah. We can get that in an afternoon, but we need a little more time because we have different mechanisms at play in the winter and in the early stages of spring.
We don't have those sea breezes colliding this
That's
time
right.
of year. But so the good thing is, for one of the hundreds of thousands of people heading out to Daytona Beach to watch the big race, it's looking better for them.
I think they're going to be okay. There is still that opportunity for things to sneak in. It's at a 20% shot. I mean, that race should be over at about 7 o'clock, maybe a little bit earlier. I'm not saying the time that comes before 7 because I don't even want to go there.
Right.
When you put that number that comes after 6, you know what I'm talking about. The
Are
kids
you gonna
doing
do this
that.
thing?
Yeah, that thing. That's what I was trying to avoid.
We were trying to bait you into it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like we'll say around 6:30-ish. What time? I mean, about 4 hours, give or take. It takes the Daytona 500 to get over, pending cautions, of course. But as we get closer to 7, that's where I'd be worried about more of that rain starting to sneak in. So I'm telling you, there's a chance.
Yeah.
Okay. Quality graphic there, by the way. I like the race cars.
I mean,
through?
it's legit.
A lot of left
legit.
turns going on there. All right. Jonathan Kegas.
Love it.
I'm so done with
Thank
Good to see
you
you guys.
very much. I appreciate it.
Let's talk about some video that had us all talking today. Our afternoon meeting, man, we were going nuts about this stuff in Seminole County. Golf cart mania. We jumping into
This
that?
is an interesting one.
Yeah,
That is what
all
we're
right.
jumping into for sure.
We're gonna head to Seminole County for this video. It was so wild. We actually had to pull in the sheriff's office for this. So a woman, you're looking at the video right there.
Two
She
kids
tells
fighting,
us,
right?
yeah. So that was, boom. Mom tells us her son got hit by this golf cart. It was being driven by a security officer, and that's the catch. He was apparently, according to him, trying to break up a fight. Now, are we gonna stay on
I mean,
this?
he broke it up.
Well, that's one way to do it. So mom's not happy. We did talk to her earlier today. Kat Silver actually interviewed her, and she kind of really got to the bottom of this.
The video appeared on Facebook Wednesday, and this post has been viewed more than 4,000 times since then. You're seeing it as it was shared. The first thing we did was ask the school district and the sheriff's office to give us more context about what happened at Millwee Middle School on Wednesday. A spokesperson for the district said yes, they are aware of this, and it is currently under investigation. Law enforcement did not find anything criminal. We also sat down with the boy in the video and his mother. Tell me what happened yesterday.
I got flipped on my back, but I managed to get up because the adrenaline was pumping through me. But after like 10 minutes or so, my legs started hurting very bad, and it was hard to walk.
You see both kids going in a direction that you're speeding to. You didn't even stop on brakes. You didn't even try to prevent hitting him. So no, I don't feel like none of it was accidental at all.
We did ask SCPS for more information about the security guard. They tell us that he is still working here at Millwee Middle School while they continue to look into this. It is a personnel matter and it is being handled accordingly. In Seminole County, I'm Catherine Silver, News 6.
I mean, that is quite some video. You drive a golf cart into anybody, that's going to create some sort of impact. That
Sure.
kid had crutches. We didn't really get much clarity in terms of
I
whether
didn't
or not
hear it. I
was
don't know if he
associated.
could have broke. I mean, he could break a leg like that, but it didn't
Yeah.
look like that hard of a hit.
Right. But either way, nobody wants to be run into by any moving machinery. So.
Sure. And, you know, there are people who are going to say these two kids were in the middle of a fight.
Right.
And so they were trying to hurt
Break
each
it up,
other
yeah.
anyway. And so as the security guard was pulling in there, what they claim is it was an accident.
Right.
He just,
He didn't stop
you
in
know,
time.
these kids are going toward him. He's going toward them. That's why they said they found no fault. Other people
Right.
would say maybe he just wanted to kind of knock one of them over and
look.
the fight's over.
That the kid, what did he like propel into the air at least maybe a half a foot? So it was rough, and we're gonna follow up on this. Kat Silver did a great job.
For sure.
First of all,
Yeah. bringing
bringing mom and the young kid into the situation and getting those details. So, all right.
We'll see what happens
Yeah.
in the future with that one. All right, let's talk about this one. This is an interesting. I don't know if you've ever been here for red snapper season.
I haven't.
Probably
I'm
not.
brand new for this.
Okay, so people go crazy over it. All right, red snapper is delicious.
I've had it. Now
So-
I do like it.
Okay, so it's very good, and there's a ton of these things off the coast. One of the reasons there's so many is because it's highly limited. Red snapper season is 2 days that you can go out fishing for it.
wow.
So you good luck finding a
Yeah.
boat slip or any room out there when it's red snapper season. People go out there, catch tons of these fish, but it's only 2 days, and people have been upset about that for a while because they're
Okay.
like,
Come
they
on.
think,
That's
come on,
nothing, yeah.
give us some more days. There's 365 of
Yeah.
them. You're giving us 2. Well, there was a big announcement yesterday that NOAA is thinking of handing over control of the Red Atlantic red snapper season to the state of Florida. Now, Governor Ron DeSantis has expressed an interest to maybe take that 2 days and stretch it to 39 if he could.
That's a big jump.
Very big jump. So there are a lot of questions here.
Yeah.
Great for the fishing industry, for charters. They can make a lot of extra money. But will it lower the population and hurt the red snapper population
thing I wanted to
significantly?
know.
Your Ponce Inlet community correspondent, Molly Reed, is talking to some of those excited boat captains out there.
Over the past several years, we've experienced everything from no season at all to these mini seasons that are sometimes only 1, possibly 2 days.
Haley Stevens, owner of Sea Spirit Fishing Charter, has been helping track Atlantic red snapper stock off Volusia's coast. She's pushing for the state to take over the season, saying the current mini-season model isn't working. Stevens also says NOAA's data is outdated. The federal limit started in 2008 when stocks were low, but she says that's changed here.
What we're seeing on the water isn't reflective of the current management.
Governor DeSantis announced Wednesday that NOAA is now taking public comments for 25 days before making a final call. If approved, the Southeast states could set their own seasons. Florida's plan, 39 days from Memorial Day to end of June, plus 3 fall weekends, a big boost for local businesses. After the 25 days of public comment, NOAA will take that data, review it, and then make a decision. Now, this will only affect recreational fishing. Commercial fishing will still be under federal regulations. I'm your Volusia County Community Correspondent Molly Reed, News 6.
Now I'm hungry.
So yeah, it's going to be. You definitely get some red snapper while you're here, and it's an interesting, fun season out there. I haven't actually been able to partake in it, but I have a lot of buddies who have gone out there and caught a bunch of red snapper, and fun to eat. But so hopefully the population, they'll have to do some studies and see how it works when they extend it to 39, how much the population goes down.
Well, yeah, I mean, again, this is not like you went from like 2 days to 5.
4 or something.
Exactly,
Yeah,
right. So
exactly,
that's a huge jump. That's interesting. Okay. How about we talk about some of the things our state legislature is responsible for? So setting a budget, they've got to work on property tax relief, health care, all really important things. I would imagine that
Stuff that really hits you hard.
yeah, we care about. Today, that wasn't their focus, Matt. They actually put
were they
forth
talking
a
about?
proposal to change the state bird. So if you were curious to know, our state bird is a mockingbird. It's been the way for a long time, but apparently it's not good enough for lawmakers. They want to talk about a proposal, which is just coming out of Tallahassee, to change it. So I'm going to dig into this. Not one, but 2 state lawmakers put forth this proposal. They filed a bill.
Well, they can agree on things.
Oh, yes,
Look at
but
that.
not our property taxes. So they put forth this bill. They want to actually change it from the mockingbird to a flamingo. Flamingo's pretty, but yeah, I think we want to know what's going on with school choice. All right, anyway, this keeps happening. The same bill was apparently filed last year. It died in subcommittee. So this is something they've been wanting for a while. The year before that, lawmakers tried to make the scrub jay the official state bird. That also didn't go anywhere. Notice a pattern. Florida, like I said, mockingbird for us and 4 other states. But yeah, this has been apparently something that they are very passionate about. We chatted about this at 3. I don't know what it is about birds that has people up in a tizzy. So many states have a bird as their symbol. What was your explanation? You have a good hypothesis
Of
why we have birds.
why
Or
we
maybe
have-
I made something up.
No, I have no idea. I'm the
wanted a
worst
cat.
person to
I
talk to
know.
about. Yeah, she wanted a state cat.
You
I don't
didn't think
care.
that was cool.
I don't
Yeah.
care what you, make it a state python. I don't care. But just, lawmakers, shut up about it
Right.
because this is ridiculous that
here-
they waste. One thing that will drive you crazy as someone who has gone to Tallahassee and covered important stories, the amount of time these people spend on the most mind-numbingly stupid things that impact they'll go over, the license plates. So you have the different tags.
Oh my God, I have like PTSD from.
Come on
those
now,
stories.
you'll be waiting
The
for them to talk
holders
about.
and-
One time I waited for texting and driving, right, which is something that impacts tens of thousands of people in the state of Florida, and it wouldn't see the floor because they were going 6 hours long on if a wall had to be between the liquor and the groceries in Publix. Why did they care about that? Because lobbyists pay to be able to talk to them and take them to dinner and
they've got to
buy them a
introduce
steak,
it. Yeah.
and so, but they get on these things and they make headlines on the news for some reason, and it just, only on this show can I really say this, that this drives me crazy, and I guess the 3 o'clock earlier today.
As a new Floridian, okay, and as somebody who has no problem with us maybe potentially changing our state bird, I will say there's like this little thing going on right now, and it's called the partial government shutdown. So we kind of got to focus on that. We kind of got to get back to Florida politics and all the issues we've got here before we go worrying about birds.
Yeah, I mean, property insurance is crushing a lot of Floridians right now, and they've already said, I think we've done enough about that.
Yeah.
Now, about the flamingos. Are you serious? I can't even.
It's pretty.
I can't even get over
But
these
yeah,
people.
so-
Do whatever you want. Please make a decision so we don't have to talk about this next legislative session.
And I think with that,
I beg of you.
why don't we take a little break?
I think I need a break. I'm getting hot and bothered in here. DJ, give us a break. All right, welcome back to News 6 tonight. Hopefully you're having a good evening as we usher you into dinner time or bedtime, whenever you're listening to this.
If it's bedtime,
with
I'm jealous.
some crazy news. Yeah, some people watch this at 9 o'clock.
Yeah.
ClickOrlando.com, which, yes, I hope to be in my bed at that time. So I love it when criminals make it easy to catch them.
As they always do.
Whether in Florida, they're stuffing something down their pants right in front of a camera. Well, this guy, a doorbell cam in Hialeah, captures the moments. You hear this? Listen. You see the van shaking? And the long guy's like, wait, what? What's going on here? He takes his weed whacker as like a weapon. He's guarding the door. So this guy pulls up and he's like, hey, I'm going to sneak in and I'm going to steal this long guy's van. So he jumps in and he locks himself in the back of the van. And then he's freaking out, asking for help. Well, look who showed up to help him.
Oh, he's got a whole bunch of
police
pals.
officers. Yeah, these police officers were laughing and yucking it up. Here's a neighbor talking about.
The Hialeah Police Department was really happy because this is incredible. This is the best arrest we've ever made, they told me. So
The easiest, too.
yeah, the easiest too. So they were like really happy.
So somehow police have not released the identity of the thief just yet. They haven't said if he has been charged. Maybe he could have some defense where he's like, oh, I thought it was my van, even though he gets out of his car.
Right, I was going to say, kind of a dead giveaway.
I bet he was hoping to jump in, steal some expensive piece of equipment.
That's what I was like. Why are you going up to a random
But
van?
he let the door slam behind him. And watch as this is my favorite part. He grabs his weed whacker and he's like, when this guy comes out, I'm just going to weed whack his shins to death.
Did he see? That's what I'm trying to figure. Is he confused? Like, where's the sound coming from? Because we don't know if he saw the guy go in there.
Yeah, I don't know. But he seemed ready. He seemed ready and armed.
Yeah, if I ever get caught in
whacker.
a fight, I want that guy with me because he was not playing any games.
You think so?
What a crazy story.
Yeah. You think he'll get caught in a fight?
Yeah, no.
How
take the person
feisty are
down.
you?
You see these guns
You
right
don't
here?
need any help.
No.
You got it.
I like
believe
you,
in
man.
you.
We could work together every day.
There you go.
All right, so that guy's going to jail. That's where we're heading next, Flagler County Jail. But this time it's for a happy story. So they're doing.
Give me some happy.
Yeah, let's balance it out here. So Flagler County Jail, they've got a new program where they are helping. It's actually really full circle because it helps not only the inmates, but it helps animals. So they are introducing kittens into the jail. They are working with the Humane Society. This is really great. It's a program that helps inmates recover from addiction. So the Humane Society will bring in these homeless kittens. The inmates will then foster them. They take care of them. And I don't know if any of you guys have ever had, well, probably had a kitten or even a young puppy, but when they're young, they are rambunctious. They are annoying. They require a lot of attention, probably more than you may even imagine. Oh, we got a little soundbite? Oh, okay, we'll go back to that. But here's the thing. Officials say addiction, it's a very self-centered problem. And that's really interesting. So basically, it's about feeding something that you can't get enough of. This actually helps them work on empathy, structure, and consistency. An inmate actually did say it was really beneficial. They didn't want to talk on camera. They wanted to remain anonymous. But just take a listen.
You're up at 6 a.m., you're cleaning the cat's, litter box every single, almost every 2 hours we do the litter box. So we have like regimens of like how we handle taking care of the cats. And, also some of them come in sick. So we're also rehabilitating them as well as ourselves.
This just makes my heart smile. As a cat mom, and I own it, I'm one of those people of two. Let me tell you something. Cleaning
You're a
up
cat
litter.
lady, are you gonna have about 13 one day?
I mean, if God wants me to have 2, then who am I to say no to 4? Or
right.
10,
So
whatever.
what's the difference, right?
But yeah, cleaning litter boxes, all of it. It's just responsibility again, and if nothing else, it's a distraction. So hopefully, it can take their minds off that addiction. But
absolutely, yeah,
really great program. And the kittens are. I want to plug this. Available for adoption through the Flagler County Humane Society.
Okay, that's good. I mean, I think for a long time, we in America have thought of prisons as a place where people need to feel a punishment, and they need to be miserable, and terrible stuff needs to happen.
Right, like lock them up, throw away the key.
But it feels like we did it wrong, and it needs to be a place. Yes, it is a punishment, but it also needs to be a place where people can be rehabbed, get a second chance, because otherwise they're going to get dumped back out into society, and it's going to be our problem unless we do things like this, which I think a pet can change a person. I
agree. I mean, not to go down, the rabbit hole, but reentry is a huge deal. There are tons of programs that focus on that, and there are studies that show tons of taxpayer dollars are used every time you have a prisoner released, and then they go right back. Again, obviously, our money is used to house them in jail. So you want programs like this to help make sure that they don't reoffend, and then, benefits to kittens, too. So win-win.
You know what I love about cats? They're putting these cats in jail. And cats just don't give a rip.
Chilling. They're like,
okay, I guess I'm going to boss everybody in here around
Come
now.
up and smell your ankle monitor.
Yeah, there you go. I love my favorite meme of all time says, if your cat could text you, they wouldn't.
They hate us. We love them and we cuddle them, and then they just leave us for dead.
Okay, do I need to just find another owner
Step
today?
over the dead body. Where's my food?
Put me in jail. Sure, I'll make friends. Clean up after me. All right, we have my man DJ with some Iguana tacos, serving them up hot after the break.
It is currently so cold here in South Florida that iguanas like this one are falling out of the trees. So today, we're making iguana tacos. Green iguana.
What is he making? Ray Davis posted this video on TikTok earlier this month. He's a South Florida guy, and he's racked up almost 4 million views, showing people how to make iguana tacos. And sure enough, after cooking them, he assembles his tacos and he eats them. But in case you're starting to make plans for dinner, I'll save you from that part. Now, we actually published our own story about this viral video on clickorlando.com, and our post on Facebook got some great comments. Like Chelsea says, I'm all for trying exotic food, but I'll have to say no to this one. Not only am I terrified of these things, the idea of cooking them makes me squirm, and that's saying something for some of the stuff I've seen. Patty says, how in the heck do you cook them? Well, the good news, Patty, he goes over that in his video, and if you don't have TikTok, don't worry, it is on our web story at clickorlando.com. Go to that QR code where you'll find his full video, and we also asked him a few questions about where this idea came from of cooking these things up and eating them as tacos. But now I want to know, would you try an iguana taco?
No.
DJ, answer the question. No, you wouldn't do it?
Who's doing?
I'm so glad you said it.
A lot of people in the comments on we posted it. This guy though on his TikTok had like 12,000 comments. He blew up from this video. It seems like he has a big following. People seem to know. I guess we have a producer here who knows the guy. He's got a big following. A lot of people said this is like normal in some areas. Maybe it was Puerto Rico or some
like
parts.
down south.
Yeah, this is just like a normal thing. And I purposely didn't show him cooking it in the video because I was like,
what
was it a lot?
This is what
Bring
I'm saying.
us in.
Is it arms? Is it taking the arms? Is it the tail? What is it?
Well, he doesn't show it, but he does. He has to cut it open and take it off all the bone. Get rid of all the bones, and he throws it. He shows the meat then go into the pan though, and it does kind of look like chicken, which they called it chicken of the trees.
No.
I don't know. Chicken of the trees.
Not
I don't.
You know the thing that gets me that makes it a little gross. You ever see that like big thing they have on their neck?
That circle.
It looks like a big eyeball or
is
something.
that extra protein?
Is that the chewy part?
I don't know
you
what.
Pop that in there like a little pill and eat.
Well, and I don't know if I don't think I included it. He cut it open and found like 30 eggs inside this thing.
Oh, gross.
So then he took the eggs, mixed it with, as you do, he had an avocado and he mixed it with that, blended it all together for a sauce to put on the tacos.
As a millennial, you cannot just add avocado to anything and make it good. So that's illegal.
With iguana eggs. That was the play.
Caviar. You could sell that.
Okay.
You
Well,
could
yeah, when you
totally
spin it
sell
like that.
Give me some iguana
It was a great
caviar.
story, DJ. I mean, the way
thank
you
you.
put it together, fantastic.
Good stuff, DJ.
Yeah.
Go try yourself an iguana out there tonight. Inspiration, DJ. Thanks for watching News 6 tonight. Have a great one. We'll see you tomorrow.